Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Social Live, the only live show where we recap the latest social media news you may have missed. It's your weekly social media quickie. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Courtney, and we're the co-founders of Socialfly. And as always, we've got a lot to cover. We're going to be talking about celebrity news, fashion news, food news, and of course, it wouldn't be Social Live without your social media news. So Caitlin, let's kick things off. What do we need to know?
So my first minor update is for Twitter. So Twitter has finally launched their light version, which means it's accessible to people who don't necessarily have the app or have a phone that loads quickly. And so another thing that's really great about it is you don't necessarily need to have a credit card to download the app or have an email.
Oh, that's revolutionary.
Revolutionary, I
really
know.
is.
They're late to the game. Facebook Lite has been around for a very long time. So I don't know what this means for Twitter, but
I wonder how many people don't have an email account. You would think everyone has an email account.
I think for Twitter, I think they're trying to get after the younger audience because I think, as everyone talks about, Twitter is kind of losing its game in the social media space. So,
all right,
we'll see.
Enough about Twitter.
Yes.
Tell us what is happening on Facebook this week, because I know this is definitely going to be helpful for you, Caitlin.
So for Facebook, so now when you have a group chat with friends, you can now actually pay people within the group chat. So back in 2015, they allowed users to do a single payment towards a one-to-one conversation, and now you can actually pay your friends in a group format. You can either pay one person in the group, you can pay everyone in the group, and it's just another way for them to rival against apps like Venmo. So.
Really cool, Caitlin. I think we need to start a group and start collecting payments from our friends for things we need.
I know. I could really use this app, or not this app. Sorry, this feature. So we'll see.
And if you share this episode of Social Live, you will be entered to win $20. We're going to send you $20
In a group
via
chat.
Facebook.
Yes.
In a group chat.
All right.
So
Wait.
share,
So
share,
who has
share.
their sign with the dollar sign somewhere over here?
Somewhere. I don't know.
All right.
Oh.
Someone's got it.
It's
All
right
right.
here. There you go.
Someone's got it.
You can win big, $20.
Yeah.
Buy a scratch off and
$20.
turn it into millions.
I wish. Oh my goodness.
Goodbye.
All right. Well, thanks, Caitlin.
You're welcome.
And I can't wait to see what you have next week on your birthday episode.
I know. I'm gonna be 27.
All right, so it has been a big week on social media in pop culture and news. So, Alex, tell us what happened a few days ago on social media for those of you who haven't been on the internet, really.
So pretty much everyone, I'm sure, has heard about the United Airlines crisis. Basically, a customer was kicked off of a flight, forcibly removed. The internet has blown up. Everyone on Twitter is talking about it. The CEO actually tweeted an apology, but that's still very controversial on the subject. And then Jimmy Kimmel made a fake ad, which some people are criticizing. So that's basically what's been going on with United Airlines. So we're definitely going to continue following this story.
This story has really taken over social media over the past 2 days. And it's really an important lesson for brands in figuring out a plan to handle crisis communications on social media. And I would say the biggest winner this week from the United Airlines crisis has got to be Pepsi, really. I mean, everyone forgot about that debacle last week now. So, yeah, lesson to brands, have a plan in place in case something like this happens, and hopefully this
Or lesson to brands, don't ever let this happen for your brand. This is pretty terrible, and I don't know how this happened.
I feel really bad for the man this happened to, not only because it happened, but apparently he had, issues in his past that are now all being brought to light in the public, and it's just not fair that now it's all public information. So it's just, the whole situation is very unfortunate. So take care of your people, take care of your customers, and have a plan on social media so this does not happen to you. All right, Alex, what else do you have for us over there?
Well, in other pop culture news, Kylie Jenner is actually launching a spin-off show called Life of Kylie, so we'll definitely be looking out for that show. As if Kylie weren't in our lives enough on social media, she'll be in them more. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys today.
I feel like we already know everything that Kylie's doing because she's on Snapchat and Instagram 24/7. So I really don't know what else could be on this TV show. Why would anyone watch? I already know what she's doing every second of the day.
I don't know. And these spin-off shows, they never really do well. We had, what is it, I Am Kate, then you had Robin China, you had Chloe and Lamar. So
That's gonna go
let's
well.
take some bets. Do you think this one will get a second season? No.
No one.
I think so.
You do?
Yeah, I think. Well,
Got a
she
Kylie
definitely-
fan here.
Kylie.
I got one viewer at
I
least.
actually just unfollowed Kylie on all social media. She's so annoying. She posts every 5 minutes. Her stories are like 1 million long, and I can never get her out of my feed because she's always posting.
Well, raise your hand if you have Kylie lip kits or Kylie cosmetics here. 1, 2. I know Megan does. That's 3.
I don't.
Yep. So guess what? You might not like her, but y'all follow her and buy her products. So. All right, thanks, Alex. We'll definitely be following this story. And who do we have next here? Kara, Tech News. Tell us, what did we miss this week?
So the travel company Expedia is about to revolutionize how we choose where we stay at hotels and even on cruise ships by offering VR experiences to their customers. So people will even be able to interact with their locations by exploring the ships and even opening doors to the rooms.
I think this is an amazing way that these companies are using virtual reality. Everyone's been talking about VR for the past few years, trying to figure out how it's going to be integrated into brands and how to make it work. And if I was going on a cruise, I would want to know what the cruise ship looks like ahead of time to see how big the rooms are, to see what the amenities are on the cruise, and to be able to put on a headset and do that. I think that's really cool. So we'll see if it takes off. What do you think, Court? You buying a VR set at home?
I don't. Maybe I will. You know, you can't knock it until you try it. I did try it at the Samsung store and several other times, and this VR stuff is pretty cool. And I guess I'd like to buy stuff online, so maybe this is gonna help me buy some vacations. I don't know.
Maybe we'll be able
Or
to.
why take a vacation when you can put on your VR and feel like you're already there?
I'm sure that Sam at some point is going to have some breaking fashion news that we're going to be able to try on all of our clothes using virtual reality too. I bet that's what's coming next. So we'll see. All right, so that's our VR update. Tell us what's going on with Google.
So similar to Facebook, Google is launching globally a fact check feature. So users will now see when they search and news, they'll see if the story has been checked by a third party.
All right, so everyone is doing this. Facebook's having fact checkers. All of the big companies are fact checking everything because no one can differentiate anymore between what is real and what's fake news. So
Gotta fact check.
got to fact check. All right, thanks, Kara, for all of the updates. And next up,
Christy with Get It While It's Hot.
Get it while it's hot. Well, it's actually Get It While It's Chilled today. Because today we're talking about something that I'm super excited about and the internet has been super excited about, and I think everyone in New York City is going to thrive over this. But we have 40-ounce wines.
We're gonna
rosé.
thrive.
We're going to thrive.
We didn't
Hard.
thrive last summer because we didn't have this.
Exactly.
This summer we're gonna
No,
thrive.
anyone who knows, I drink rosé all year round, and I'm definitely going to be drinking this all
Now
summer.
she can drink it at her desk.
I know, perfect.
I'm gonna check your desk every day and see if
Checking
you've
for
got
my
some
40.
40s in your drawer.
Yeah, well, this is really fun. It's fun to like take to the park with your friends if you're gonna do a picnic or maybe like a rooftop, just drinking some wine with your friends. It's a nice size. It's only $16 for the bottle, which I think is a pretty decent deal for how much you're getting in it.
Yeah,
So-
you're getting 40 ounces.
or are you?
Yeah, or are you?
So, back in the day, I actually used to drink 40s, and I haven't seen a 40 in a long time, but this just
Loving this
didn't
story.
seem like the right size to me. So I looked at the fine print in the back, and it says 1 liter. And I did my own Google fact checking, and I saw or read from Sam that it's 33.8 ounces. False advertising, but I'm sure it tastes really good. So let's open it up.
However, we do love the bottle. It's perfect for an Instagram photo, and we'll definitely be posting pics on Instagram. So you might not get your 40 ounces, but you'll get a beautiful pic.
And it's really good rosé. It's made in France, straight out of the Loire Valley, so you're not getting any cheap stuff here. Here you go.
gonna
Anyone
check out the
else?
bottle?
Yeah.
And this is the second second time. We had White Girl Rosé 2 summers ago, so now we have a new rosé that's going to be trending all over New York. And it just goes to show you can really sell product on Instagram by making a great bottle and capitalizing on a trend. So cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Happy spring.
What time is it? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 10:11.
Good thinking. Rosé for breakfast.
Ooh, I like that.
I like
This
it.
is delicious.
It is delicious.
I need 6 more ounces.
You better message them on Instagram and see
I will.
if they respond to you. This could be a crisis for them. They're missing 6 ounces.
Someone's going to call them out. Someone's
Me.
going to.
I
Well,
already
he
just did.
Courtney is, but I think other people will. I really do. I think that the 6 ounces makes a difference.
I agree. And
Next time we have rosé or any alcohol on the show, I think we should start with it.
Okay.
And then it'll make the episode even more fun.
I agree. And since we're drinking so early, I think we need to wash it down with some matzah.
Yes, here you go.
So, in honor of Passover this week, Alex brought some chocolate-covered matzah.
Did you make this, Alex?
I did not, but I feel like I should say that I did. So.
We would fact check you on that one.
It's a trending, tasty video where you can find the recipe. I saw it. It looked delicious. I actually wanted to make this myself, and it looks really good. I'm going to try it later.
Sam also shared with me last night on Instagram stories. There's unicorn matzah out right now.
Unicorn everything.
Unicorn
All
matzah.
right, guys. I think we need a product. We need to launch a Socialfly Instagram product. What are we making? Sparkle, unicorn, rosé, prosecco.
Butterfly something. Butterfly toast.
Mermaid something.
We already have mermaid
I
toast. We
know.
got to do butterfly toast.
Butterfly toast.
All right.
All right.
We need to keep this going. Sam, speaking of beautiful Instagram photos, what is happening in the fashion world?
So, as many of you know, I'm sure, Coachella is starting this weekend. It's a huge deal. As a lot of Instagrammers are posting, festival trends are really in right now. So brands are really trying to capitalize on festival goers by creating Instagrammable moments because it's one of the most Instagrammable places of the year. So I'm going to walk you through some of the top fashion apparel brand activations. So the official sponsor of the festival, H&M, will once again set up an interactive experience for festival goers. So they gave us a lowdown on what they're going to be offering. So guests will begin by going through a garage with a concave video booth that gives the illusion that you're dancing inside of a kaleidoscope. So that is awesome for Snapchat. I definitely want an Instagram story of that. And then the garage gives you way into a living room that features a larger-than-life sofa, including a separate room that revolves around a mountain peak with suspended clouds, giving the impression that you're floating on top of Coachella Valley. So that is Snapchat approved. I mean, who doesn't want that?
Go to Coachella. I didn't want to go, but now I do.
Exactly.
Just to get my picture in.
The brand activations are totally a reason to go. I mean, they're doing a great job. So then Pop Sugar's also hosting a pool party and brunch in partnership with the CFDA for influencers only, so it's invite only. But even though it's small, but the influencers have a really strong reach, so they're hoping that they're going to get a lot of attention through social media. And then one of my favorite brands, Revolve, does a great job with brand activation. So this year at the festival, they're having #HotelRevolve. So that's where all the trendy influencers are staying, some of my favorite ones. And Raisa Girona, I believe that's the pronunciation, she's the chief brand officer of Revolve, and she said about activations during the festival, everything we do it for the gram. And I feel like a lot of people have that stance on social media, as do I, and as do all of us, so respect to Revolve. So we'll see what happens this weekend, so keep checking Snapchat, keep checking Instagram stories of your favorite influencers, because I'm sure they are going to Coachella, and I am not.
So we'll just live vicariously through Instagram this weekend. Thanks, Sam. Yes, story of my life. Well, these were some amazing updates. Thank you guys so much. And thanks everyone for tuning in. Do not forget to share this episode for your chance. Courtney is going to message you $20 on Facebook to one lucky winner with Caitlin in the group chat for proof.
Does that mean I can almost get it?
You can't win. You're not entered to win, but you'll be in the group chat for verification. Nope. We're going to be back next week at the same time, same place here, except I'm not going to be here on the couch. I'm going to be away.
Be next to me?
Caitlin.
Actually, if you share this episode, maybe you can be next to me.
Maybe. But we're going to be celebrating Caitlin's birthday next week, so.
I know.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you and hope you enjoyed this episode. Bye guys.